Welcome back to part 9 of the unboxing review of my 163 centimeter full silicone top fire doll presented by my new vendor, Uloversdoll. So remember, if you ever want a great companion doll, you want some extra happiness in your life, go to the About section on the front page of my YouTube channel and you'll find the link for Uloversdoll and all the rest of my vendors, and you can get you a great companion. As far as today, man, I'm gonna give my final thoughts on Top 5 Doll in this unboxing series. And let me tell you, it's been an enjoyable series, to say the least. Top 5 Doll, it's really a beautiful companion dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got it out of the box. I didn't quite know exactly what to expect. When I got back home from my biking trip, this is one of the new companies that I saw spring up, and I was interested in them and seeing what their product was like up close. So it's really good to see what they have to offer. And upon first touch, I was pretty much loving this doll. They have a great grade of silicone on this doll. It really feels good, The arms on this doll feel really some of the best to the touch. As the unboxing series kept going on, I just felt myself wanting to rub her and rub her more. Her breasts, they're pretty firm, but they're gel filled. And they're very movable, to say the least. they're pretty jiggly, to put it like that. Once again, as the unboxing series went on, I got to rubbing them more and more. And I said, you know what? They're better than I thought they were at first. They just continue to feel better and better. They look realistic. I couldn't show you the nipples, but the nipples look so realistic. The private parts, the vagina, the anus, all of it looks amazing, and it looks like it's in its proper place, and it's more than anatomically correct as far as aesthetics are concerned. I couldn't find any real skin flaws or anything on this girl. She didn't have a lot of veinage, but I think that was a lot due to the bronze coloring on her. I don't think they really want to show a lot of veinage on this particular model. But like I say, as far as the skin pattern on her, it was good. And that's really what I got to say about a lot of her. A lot of the evaluation on this doll is very good, very good, very good. Everything that I was looking at is very good. The only thing that I didn't like about maybe her hands was the fact that she couldn't do the movement like this right here, when it goes like that. But that's a rare movement. She couldn't do that, and also her feet, they also couldn't do the in and out movement. They were sort of stuck, going in a forward position. Those were the only two mechanical or skeletal movement type of things that I didn't like, or not didn't like, but I thought could be improved about this doll. And also, I wish that the foot actually had a toe skeleton. Forget toe wires. I don't really love toe wires. It's cool to have those, but the true goal to me, I think, is the toe skeleton. It just seems so ultra realistic. But they decided to go without the wires or a toe skeleton. And the model of the toe that they have, I took another look at it. The model looks very realistic, the model of toe that they have. But they just don't have any representation of a bone, so they're floppy if you go to move them. And I do believe that that's the way to go for safety, because you can move the doll around and you never have to worry about breaking her toes or anything like that. So I think it should be available as an option, but I think the option to choose a toe skeleton should be an option. But this is a new company. They just started, and me personally, I do love one thing about the hands and feet is that I chose the hard hand and hard foot option. I always choose the hard foot option. But as you can tell, I was working with these companies pretty quickly back to back, and for some reason I happened to choose the hard hand option each time, and I had never done that before because I never have a problem damaging my dog's hands. But I got a chance to see how different companies do the hard hand option, and I do not want to order that in the future. But I think it's a very useful thing to get if you think you may damage hands. But I was pleased to see how Top Fire Dog did the hard hands and hard feet. It was really hard to distinguish them for a long time until I did certain movements with the hand. But for the most part, it was disguised pretty well, very well, might I add. And that was one of the things they didn't only do good, but that was actually excellent from them. They did that very well. I thought the hand model was actually beautiful as well. One of the few hands that I have that can actually do the top knuckle movement. The only problem was a few of the fingers, about three maybe four fingers, on between both hands, had sort of seized up at that top knuckle. They couldn't quite do the movement. But I know that maybe I could get it to do it at some point. But I wouldn't risk breaking it though. So it was good to know that they were capable of doing it or built to do it. So I think that was pretty cool, having that movement in the hands. Also, the dog can do the side to side movement, which is another rare movement. And that's why when I saw the dog doing the side to side movement and having the joints in the top knuckles, I was surprised to see that the dog didn't have the toe skeleton, because those are high level things for the dog to be able to do. Being able to have those movements. It had all the shoulder movements. It could shrug, being a silicone dog. It could do the shrugging shoulders. This dog was pretty nice. One of the things that sort of turned me off early though, because as a guy that likes butts, when I turned the dog over, even if it's a smaller butt, I expect it to be soft and things of that nature. And it was a solid butt. From what I felt, it was a solid butt. And I only have one other silicone dog with a solid butt, and that's my Iron Tick dog. But I knew that it was coming with a solid butt. I sort of decided on that with Iron Tick dog that, hey, I might need to go with a solid butt for that dog. And it doesn't bother me. I went with that. But with this dog, I was like, man, didn't I choose a gel butt or something of that nature? So I went back to look at my choices for the dog, and I realized that I didn't make a selection. And I said, why didn't I make a selection for the butt? And I went on Uloversdoll website, and I realized that that category for choosing the butt option wasn't available, and it didn't register in my mind because it wasn't available. So I definitely am going to get with Uloversdoll and let them know that the butt choice wasn't available. I think that they will add that they are very responsive. I think it's just probably something that didn't get added maybe by mistake or something, because their website is absolutely beautiful. So I definitely hopefully have this video updated with their response on actually adding the soft butt option, because I think I looked around and found out that they do have a soft butt option. So even if the butt was a bit smaller on this dog, if it was a bit softer, I would have been even more pleased. But other than that, I really fell in love with this model. Like I said, I like short dogs, but this dog is actually pretty tall at 5'4". As soon as I stretched her body out and started to get her over the bed, she was already on the ground. I was like, man, this dog is sort of tall. And when I do stand her up, she looks so, I don't know, she looks so athletic and things of that nature, in a good feminine way, not in a bad way. So I'm really pleased with her. And like I said, I'm pleased with her coloration. That bronze skin color really befits her. The eyes that they have sent with her are just sparkly. They're amazing. They're alive. I love the colors on them. It's going to be hard for me to get to the video where I actually change one of those sets of eyes out, even though I'm going to do it. But the makeup on both of the faces were beautiful. Like I said, I like a lot about this company. They have some things to improve. I would love to see the extra movement with the hands and the feet. I would like to see an added toe skeleton. And mainly, I definitely want to see a manual to be added with this doll, because you don't want customers having to figure out robotic functions or figure out skeletal movement. So I think all of those things can be added. Overall, with a few changes, I really think this company is built to compete at the highest level. If they just make those few changes, I think they'll be right at the top of the game, and they're already, like I say, very good in a lot of areas. And don't just judge them by the doll I chose. They have a lot of dolls available as a young company, a lot of beautiful dolls, because let me tell you, even after choosing this doll, when I went back to sort of look, at all of their selections, I had that, doll fever, like, man, I could have got this body, or I could have got this girl, or I could have got that girl, So they have a lot of selections there. And I was really worried about the face on this girl. I'm like, is she going to look like her picture, or, is she going to look like her image? Because it's a very distinct image that this girl has. And after getting her, I must say, she looks just like her picture. I'm like, yeah. They did a very good job depicting her. Not just Uloversdoll being the vendor delivering her, but Top Fire Doll in their production of her. They did a great job. So I really like this company. I think they're very, very good at a lot of things. But they can be excellent, and they can be top of class if they just sort of tweak a few things. And like I say, that's just really some skeletal movements. Get some toe skeletons rather. And let me tell you, I love that they're pushing robotics at this company. At Top Fire Doll, and Uloversdoll is pushing robotics as well. They really wanted me to have that tongue movement, that electric tongue feature in this unboxing review, because they want to push the robotics and the futuristic technologies that are coming with companion dolls nowadays, and I really want to be a part of that as well. And I thought the tongue feature was actually awesome. It's something that I would never use, but once again, it's awesome just to see the innovation. And hey, who knows? One day I can change my whole tune, and if I do, it'll be available there for me to change my tune. But as of right now, it's just cool to see those type of things, and it was cool to be a part of this with my new vendor, Uloversdoll, and I'm glad that I got a chance to connect with Top Fire Doll and see which direction they're going. And I can say that both are legit. If you order something through Uloversdoll, you're gonna get it. They're gonna treat you right, and they're gonna communicate with you. If you decide to go with Top Fire Doll, so far I would say it's a very, very good brand. A very quality doll. It's a very good brand. They can go past very good with just a few modifications going into the future. But as of right now, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for many more videos to come. But it's been me, JayDollKingHefner, and my beautiful 163 centimeter full silicone Top Fire Doll from my new vendor, Uloversdoll. We are out.